Afternoon, everybody. We are quite frustrated right now. We keep saying that the coming election is about a contrast for America between common sense and crazy. And you just saw it on display here once again. For the third time now, almost every Democrat in the House, except for 4, voted against the bipartisan, bicameral Department of Homeland Security funding bill. It would reopen DHS and reopen and get our airports running again. And they did that for one reason, because they are trying to protect criminal illegal aliens. That's what this entire debate is about, and there's no way for them to hide from that. And they keep putting votes on the board. I've suggested, and I suggested yesterday in a press conference, we should probably take this vote tally, blow it up on a poster, and put it at every airport terminal around America. The Democrats just voted for the third time to make you stand in those long lines and to jeopardize our country. You think of what's at stake right now. We have noted that the Department of Homeland Security is the 3rd largest department of the federal government. We have 10 agencies in DHS. They happen to be all the agencies whose job it is to keep Americans safe. You're talking about FEMA. Do you know that our disaster relief funds are being depleted right now? You're talking about TSA. You're talking about the Coast Guard. They're not getting paychecks right now, and that's why we have all this calamity and all of this danger. So the question for the Democrats right now is, it's a serious question. How long is this going to go on? Are we going to wait till somebody brings a firearm on a passenger airplane? Are we going to wait till we have a natural disaster that we cannot take care of? This is not a game, but these are not serious people. And they have demonstrated once again that they are putting the welfare of criminal illegal aliens above American citizens. We are mourning the death of Sheridan Gorman, a young college student from Chicago who was murdered by an illegal alien because of Democrat policies. Joe Biden had the border wide open. The Democrats had, in the White House in the last administration, left the border wide open. They apprehended this guy, the murderer, and they let him go. And then he went to Chicago. Why there? Because that's a sanctuary city. They arrested him there for another crime, and they put him out on the streets again. And he shot a young American citizen, a college student, in the head from the back. This is what's happening in America because these people are putting the welfare of criminal illegal aliens over Americans. This is a vote tally. I just wanted to bring a little visual aid. We just print these out after the votes. This is the resolution right before the funding bill. The resolution was to, quote, express the support of the House of Representatives for the Department of Homeland Security. Here's your vote tally, okay? Every Republican obviously voted yes. Democrats, 187 Democrats voted against a resolution to support the Department of Homeland Security. Here's a real profile and courage. 13 of them voted present. They don't even have the guts to tell you what they stand for. This upcoming election, again, is a contrast for America. It's a contrast between common sense and crazy. And the Democrats are making crazy policy decisions right now, and it is hurting real Americans, and we've had enough of it. I'll take a couple questions.
Mr. Speaker, Senate Majority Leader John Thune just sent what he called the last and final offer to Democrats. It would fund DHS except for enforcement and removal operations for ICE. If the Senate is able to pass that, can you get it through the House?
It's a really good question because we have now, again, for the third time, we just funded the entire Department of Homeland Security. I understand what the Senate's doing. John Thune, Leader Thune, is in a terrible situation because he has Chuck Schumer and the Democrats over there refusing to take care of business and do their job. If they break away that subset, I suppose we'd have to fund it through reconciliation and find some other means. But it's a shame that only one party on Capitol Hill is willing to fund all of the security and safety of the American people. We cannot believe it's come to that, but it has.
If the Senate gets that through the Senate, will you put it on the floor?
We'll have to see. We have to solve the problem, and it's very sad that Democrats are not interested in doing that.
Mr.
Yes.
Speaker, does that mean that you're not in favor of breaking the DHS funding bill apart, just funding TSA, just funding FEMA, having individual votes on each section?
We have never been in favor of breaking the bill up. Why? Because it's one of the 12 separate appropriations bills that is the most basic function of Congress to fund the government. And we did it in a bipartisan, bicameral manner. Remember, the contents of that bill were decided upon earlier by Democrats until they decided to hold the American people hostage in their long lines at the airports and with the safety of everybody on the line to make a political point. It is shameful. There is no way for them to defend this to the American people. And breaking it out I think it puts an exclamation point on what they've tried to do here. It's shameful. So many people have been through so many hardships because of this nonsense, and what we're concerned about is people may actually be hurt. More people harmed by criminal illegal aliens than are being protected by the Democrat Party. And we're sick of it.
Speaker Johnson,